Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. My name's Lyndon, just an ordinary bloke from Stoke, but I've got a few stories to tell. Today, I get a new drone. Now, there's a bit of story behind this. I don't normally do this sort of video, but it's such an interesting story, I thought, why not? We can give it a go. Why an unboxing video? When you've already got a drone, we've seen your drone. Well, the more the more observant of you will know that I already own one of these, and I've intended on doing an awful lot more of the videos using some drone footage. I think it's a fabulous way to tell the stories. But again, the more observant and more regular of you will note that there's not been an awful lot of video being produced on the channel for the last few weeks, and that's a result of being without a drone. Now, what happened was the DJI Mini SE, of which this is a fine example, after only a week or two of ownership, bought it from Amazon, by the way. This is the Fly More bundle, so not only do you get the drone, but you also get the extra batteries and this rather nice case that it comes in. Multi-battery charger, lots of other useful things. I'll change the background, you don't want to be looking at that. Anyway, continuing the story, after a few days, after a couple of weeks probably of ownership, it went all suicidal on me and took it upon itself to randomly fly into walls all by itself. Now, that being an ex-TV engineer and a bit of a maker, you always try and fix things. I am a bit of a fixer. So you start to wonder what on earth is going on with the thing. And after a little bit of playing around, a little bit of experimentation, I tracked the issue down to this thing, the controller. I originally thought it was the phone. I was using originally a rather bruised and battered Samsung A5, is it? Can't remember. One I inherited off the good lady wife, and as you can see, it's a bit battered, scarred. You know, it's done good service, having said that. But that's what I was using to fly the thing. The way you control these DJI drones, or this particular variety of DJI drone, it's interesting. I don't remember having that thing in the last. That bit wasn't. It's just covering a hole. The way you fly these things is a combination of the controller, which comes as part of the kit, and that's very familiar to anybody who's ever done any remote control. I flew remote control airplanes for a long time, and this is the two joysticks, left and right, is very familiar. Flying the drone, having said that, is completely different to flying fixed-wing aircraft. The flight mechanics are totally different. I'm going to peel all the stickers off because I've done this before. So, continuing the saga, my drone, my beloved DJI Mini SE, decided it was going to commit Harry-Carry. And I say, after much investigation, I discovered that it was a slight twist, slight flexing of the remote was enough to encourage this thing to put full left full left input on the right controller, which causes the drone to slew sideways at a high rate of knots. And nothing I could do would stop it. It ignored all the other inputs that I was putting in. So eventually discovered that it was a slight twist on this, which you can't really avoid doing it when you're flying the thing. That was enough to upset it. It caused quite some damage to the drone. I replaced the phone, a shiny new one, as you can see. That's a Samsung Galaxy S8. Very nice. I visited a good friend and persuaded him to let me take use of his little USB adapter cable. This thing plugs in the bottom of your phone. This isn't the right lead for this. This is for an iPhone, but you get all the adapters. That plugs in the phone, and then the phone clamps into the system. It really is easy, even though I'm making it look difficult. And that's how you fly the thing. Okay? Little cable comes out of there, goes in there. So I replaced the cable, I replaced the phone, and it still did it. So it was clear then the fault either lay in the controller, which I suspect it did, or the drone. So contacted Amazon, and they suggested not a problem. We can send it off to the repair people, and they'll effect a repair. The deal is within 12 working days. Anyway, 12 working days arrived. And disappeared. And after the 12 working days, I left it another day. 13 days came and went. 14 days came and went. I thought, okay, time to contact Amazon. I hadn't had a peep out of the repair people, by the way. No emails, no conversations, no calls, no nothing. But wasn't worried. As I say, it wasn't an issue. But contacted Amazon, explained the problem, sent it away, sent it back in all of its original packaging, recorded delivery, signed for, all that sort of stuff. They got in touch with the repair people, who said that they would be in touch with me in 24 hours. That didn't happen. So we're 15 days into the saga, something like that. And we didn't hear anything. Eventually, Amazon emailed to say, as it's gone beyond the agreed repair time, we'll give you a full refund. So, brilliant, okay, that'll do. £359 for the SE combo Fly More kit. And as there'd been a little bit of damage caused to the drone as well, not through my fault, but because it became suicidal, I thought that's fine. We'll just get the refund and we'll order a new one. There we go. So that was the plan. We waited for the refund to arrive, and my better half, she must be obeyed. Eventually, dutifully, trotted off to Amazon, I beg your pardon, and went to order the replacement. 3 batteries, by the way, in this kit. 2 in the triple charger, and 1 already in the battery. If you're that interested, they are... Ooh, I need better glasses on. They are .7 volt, 2,250 milliamps. So 7.7 volt, 2¼ amps, 17 watts, something like that. Gives me a flight time of about 15 minutes, so they claim. Also need a bit of memory in it. So, Mel went on to do the dirty deed, order the replacement. I was sat here when she came in to give me the bad news. You're going to have to re-evaluate your drone. Do a bit more research. I said, why? She said, because the price is gone. I'm thinking, okay, another 10, 15 quid. Times is hard. Cost of living crisis and all that. No, the price had gone up from 359. They put another £150 on it. So it's peaked 500 quid. That was a bit of a challenge, as you can imagine. Well, I would have thought they'd have given me a charge to that. So yeah, that was a bit of a blow. I said, well, can we just plead our case with dear old Amazon? Explain that's not really fair. The thing is, in the UK, your guarantee only entitles you, something a lot of people don't know, only entitles you to only entitles you to your money back. So there we go. Happily, my better half is part wife, part Jack Russell. And she decided that wasn't good enough. We were going to try and source it from somewhere else. Happy to report she did. So this one came from Argos for the same amount that we paid for the first one. So this is a replacement. DJI Mini SE, the same kit that I bought originally. And there we go, we charge it at 359 quid. So there you have it. That's the story. That's why I've been a bit quiet on the video production side. I have got another one to edit and narrate, which I hope you'll find interesting. But this is just by way of a bit of an explanation as to the lull in activities. And the explanation of the cost of droning crisis, as I've decided to call it. I was a bit miffed, I'll be honest. Comes with a box of bits as well, lots of cables, and that's the one I need to connect my phone to the controller. So as soon as those batteries have charged, we'll give it a go, give it a whirl, and I'll report back. What are we doing? What's that? That's a 32-bit card. I've got a bigger one on that somewhere. There you go. 64 gig micro SD. If you're interested, I buy all my memory cards from Memory Cow. I'm not sponsored by them, but if I remember, I'll put a link in the video. Never had a problem with them. They're extremely good. Good prices. Nice and responsive when you ask a question. And the video is currently being recorded on a 256 gig card that I ordered from them. So there you go. On the Insta 360. Spare propeller blades. And boy do I need them. Good stuff. That's it. I'll see you on the next one. Keep an eye out, and we'll do it all again soon, I'm sure. Bye for now from a very cold and wet Stoke-on-Trent.